Hello. So, there's a bit of a different video today. We're just going to be going over a couple of projects I've done in the past, which did actually get released onto itch.io and can be downloaded for free. And I thought I'd just like play through them and have like a little rant, I guess, about like what was done and like the processes I took to create these. This is actually, well, at least for the Crimson Catacombs, this is actually a re-recording because when I originally made this project, I was running on Windows and I only did a Windows build, and because it was on an older Unity version, I was like, okay, I'll just use whatever I've got installed at the time, do a rebuild, and whilst it did work, like functionally it worked identical to the actual game. Unfortunately, a couple of shaders broke, which significantly ruined the visual quality of the game. So I thought I'd just re-record this over. But I'll still keep the Abyssus part the exact same as my first recording. So yeah, let's get into it then. Welcome to the Crimson Catacombs. So, Crimson Catacombs is generally a short horror game where effectively the player has to go and collect keys and pull levers to navigate around the map in an attempt to find the Book of Death, whilst avoiding being killed themselves. As I can hear my little monster running. Wow! Okay, that's interesting. Did it see me around the corner or something? Okay. I mean, it's fine. It's either way. Oh, shit. I'm not hurt. So I guess we'll start off with the first thing, being the visuals. So this was actually somewhat inspired by Lethal Company and how how Lethal Company handled doing the visuals of the game, where effectively they down-resed the entire game, so the game is always rendering at a lower resolution, and then that's just simply upscaled, which then gives it quite a grainy, like pixelated look, amongst, as well as also making the game run a lot better. Because the other thing is, like this and Leave the Company, both use post-processing effects heavily, and some of these may not be cheap at all, as well as like use of volumetric fog, which this game uses a lot of. Otherwise, the fog would look disgusting, to put it bluntly. Oh shit. Hello? So yeah, but effectively what you are seeing here is a posterized shader on top of some fog with a bit of color grading and a Sobel pass, which is what gives all these like dark blacks on some of the sharper normals. And gives it a very distinct look. Obviously my Sobel implementation isn't perfect, as you can see, like if you look like at like certain angles, it feels very steppy, but at the same time this could also just be from me simply causing a bit of banding, like you see with the fog, which, to be fair, the banding is partially intentional. Well, it's not partially, it is intentional, as I feel like it gives more to the gameplay than it would otherwise. For the lighting's just all light maps, so it should run pretty smoothly at all points. You can kind of get away with this because, well, the entire world's static, so there's not really like think like survival games. Survival games usually have like a day and night cycle. That would be problematic. But for this, it's just that doesn't happen. Oh, yeah, so this is a little Easter egg room that I added. Originally, it was actually because I simply forgot to actually add to this room when I originally designed the map. So I was like, you know what, I've still got a key for it, it's already placed it, I just didn't put an actual like, lever or anything in here. So I'll put like these stars down everywhere and have it be like a little cheeky Easter egg. Please don't come in here. Can also say for the skeletons, if we can find a nice one, yeah, like this one. I think you can see that, yeah. You can see that all the bones are the exact same bone asset, even including the skull. The skull is literally just a normal bone, just scaled up to be the quote-unquote head. Now, where is our person? That wall's blocked. Okay, I think he's above me. That is one of the issues of this game. Is I don't know how or if there is like a plugin or something for doing audio that's actually like takes into account the environment, or at least a free plugin, because obviously I wouldn't want to spend like fortune just trying to get like nice 3D audio. But it does come up the caveat of, unfortunately, I can hear through walls, which for like a very like maze like labyrinth level like this, unfortunately allows you to hear when it's like right above you, for example, and you'll think it's like right next to you when it's not. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Yeah, so you cannot run from the monster forever. That is by design. Oh, you motherfucker. You hid in the fog. Yeah, so you can't run forever. He does gradually speed up the longer he chases you. You don't see shit. Oh, you see shit. I apologize for my sins. Oh, that'll say no way though. Oh wait, I wonder. That might be something broken from me updating the Unity version. Yeah, just thinking that it might just be that the player's not being reset or stopped. Oh, it's allowing the player to be killed when they shouldn't be able to. Because I believe we did actually implement it checking coffins. If it like literally, if it sees you go into a coffin, you're dead. Like, there's no point hiding in that coffin. But unfortunately, I think I might have broken something when I updated the Unity version to do the Linux build. Also, I think this first section is by far the hardest part of the game, though, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. Because it's a bad thing in the sense of, oh, you're kind of just going to get fucked up. Oh, I got the key. Oh, I did not. It's a bad thing in the sense of, oh, you're just going to get messed up really quickly. But it's a good thing in the sense of, oh, it means you don't really lose any progress. You can kind of just restart willy-nilly. I don't know where he is. Oh my god. What can I say? You can't loop away from this map. Oh, what the fuck? Why are you so unbelievably perceptive? Oh boy. Sorry, this is going to take a while to get back to where we were. Oh, I can say these fires, sort of fires, these are actually a shader. They're not just like a little animated sprite at all. It's simply me warping a black and white image and then adding a bit of colour to it. I don't know if he was above, below, or literally just round the corner to my right. I don't hear him. He's always on the move, so fortunately you can always hear his creaky ass bones degrading away. So you don't ever have to worry about that. You do have to worry about him fucking coming though. Okay, I think he's gone. I think I'm lying to myself. I think he's now just come. Okay, I don't hear him anymore. You fucking cheeky little kid. Yep, that's what I mean by he's faster than me. Oh, I got baited. You just hid slightly down the corridor from me. Well, I'll say, I think I'm doing it slightly slower than I did before. Okay, for the levels, oh you fucker. No, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I'm not here. He has pinions. You know, if I can't beat my own game again, I'm gonna have to use the up footage, which I don't want to do. I forget. You run me off for the pass. Yeah, and unfortunately I only have limited stamina as well. So I also cannot run forever. Okay, wait here. He always starts in the same spot as well. And whilst, yes, it could be randomized, it's not particularly worth it. Like, yeah, sure, it might get a bit interesting. It's not exactly something that's difficult to implement either. Having him just simply start in a different location. But at the same time, I do want the game to be somewhat learnable. In the sense of, oh, you know where he's going to be when you rerun it. He's not going to ruin your day. Same thing goes for the keys as well. It's like the keys and the levers, again, I could probably randomize where those go. That would be probably more interesting gameplay. But again, I don't know if it'd be particularly worth it. I unfortunately went the wrong way, so I've lost time, because he takes a hot sec to get between floors. He will immediately turn up on a different floor once you start going down to one, because there's a little trigger in the... Was it... Did I do a trick? No, I did it off the Y value, I think, in the end. Because obviously this section of the level is lower. So there's just a persistent check going on. No, 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 no! I only have myself to blame for this. Yeah, maybe it's time for me to whip out some dev cheats. Make the monster 6 times slower so I can always run away. But at the same time, if I was also going to like randomization of starts and stuff, it would probably be an idea to have some more kill animations if I wanted it. It would. I mean, to be fair, it's not even that bad of an idea. They're more of like been sat on it whilst doing this. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to lose this rhythm. I fucking know where things are. Outside the fact that, obviously, I fucking place them around in the world. So, for this final section, it's a rule of 3 with one extra thing. To be fair, I guess I could call it 4, God forbid. But no, it's a rule of 3 for the levers. And then I also have to get a key to open the final door. Obviously, if I was playing this first time, I would go stare at the door, but since, you know, I've been running around this a bit too much today, I'm going to skip that little check. Okay, that's one of the keys. I don't know where he is, I don't know where he is, I don't know where he is. I'm crazy for a thing called love. Oh, motherfucker, he actually saw me. Fuck! Okay. So, I'm gonna go get the ending part, because I was very close to the end just then. I've already been at this, like, half an hour now. Yeah, Door of the Damned. And now let's lay the fuck out of it. I'm pretty sure he's on my tail. Yeah, so unfortunately the easiest part of this is the fact that when you run away to escape, he's going to be at the bottom level still. Voila. But this is the other title I wanted to show today, at least, being Abyssus. Abyssus, I know that I did it in probably like a span of a week or two, and to be honest, most of the work was shader work, such as with the planet in the background. Because basically I found on Shader Toy an example of someone doing Jupiter, and I kind of took that and then ran with it. And then whilst I was playing around in Space Engine, I learned of this little rogue planet called SIMP 0136. It doesn't actually have a set name at all. That is just what the scientists be calling it at the minute. But effectively it's a rogue planet, which means it's effectively going through space. It's not actually part of any solar system, it's kind of just like wandering around. So obviously I try to base some of it on like what it probably looked like, or what we suspect it looks like. But obviously I would have taken my own like personal flair to it, because otherwise it'd be a very boring game. Because effectively it's just like a big gaseous rock, where if you went into the atmosphere you would be torn to shreds or melted in seconds, if not instantaneously. And then there's big like auroras and like other like electric storms in the atmosphere. I guess it's atmosphere is the right word, of it. But yeah. Do I need to change fiddle with my staticity? No. But this one is simpler. We send a little probe out to go and inspect the planet, and we check for our results here. We're doing this for Juiceco. We had strong signal interference. But this ball, I will say, is literally like just behind this ship, like just past that wall is where that wall is. and there's just a separate camera rendering to it. A lot of this is just like a load of render texture stuff where I just have cameras all over just rendering to various materials so the player can actually see. Yeah, that thing about the fucking skybox driving around the bend, I realised this quite late on, so I didn't actually spot it out. But you can sort of just see it, I'm pretty sure, even on the recording. Yeah, like if I position my camera at a slightly awkward angle. There we go. Yeah, that's my bad. To be fair, part of me, I think one of the things I'd probably redo, if I was to do any changes to this outside of gameplay ones, is probably try and see about doing like an actual space background shader, because starfields are often done. So it probably wouldn't be too hard. I don't know how I would do say something like that though, which is why I use a texture in the end, outside of it also being a quicker project. So one of the big weaknesses of this game is obviously it's difficult for me to show because obviously I know everything is going to occur.
Who are you?
As this is kind of more like a demonstration, if anything, because it's quite hard to play a horror game or a horror experience when you already know what the scares are. But yeah, we get this game.
Fool.
One of the big game's weaknesses is just the gameplay itself. Because whilst I do like the sending the probes out, there needs to be something a little bit more here for the player to do. Because it is theoretically possible just to play the game by staring at this one console and just sending off to all these hit zones. You don't actually have to look at this ever. Which is also why I came to say it was more like a horror experience than anything. Because the gameplay is quite lacking, and it felt like almost on the same tier as like a lot of horror games have could be like described as like a walking sim or like a walking game, where it's actually you walk your character from A to B to hit certain triggers. This is effectively that, but rather than me doing it with my actual character themselves, it's with a probe. So the planet seems to be becoming very active now. So even like with the colouring and the frequency, it's definitely ramped up since the beginning. But I will say, I think the ending of this game is probably my favourite, and it's probably like it's like my first stab at like a cinematic almost. Yeah, like a cinematic would be the right word.
Run.
We're definitely getting there though now. Look at those reds. Okay, I'm thinking we have one more probe that needs to hit. Okay, there's no traces there, so it's not there. Yeah, because you may have noticed, but generally when you hit a actual like event trigger is when you hit a strong or dense spot of material, of the helium-3 and metallic hydrogen.
You will die here. I remember each one of your screams, and you will join the chorus, little lamb.
Cinema. No, honestly, probably my favorite part of that is genuinely just the finale, like cinematic. But yeah, I do think the gameplay itself getting to there definitely needs to go back to the drawing board, though. Like, without a doubt. But yeah, well, thank you for joining me on this little, like, show and tell, I guess. Obviously, I do have other ones that I've worked on, and there is even some games that I've worked on professionally on, like, Steam, such as Fury of Dracula, which was a like digital board game I worked on. But obviously, I can't play the game anymore without paying because I'm no longer on the dev team. Well, whoopsie. But yeah, but if you enjoy these types of like little things, I could probably go through some like previous projects, which would be fun. Even like do like say view into some of the like prototype or like testy products that I've like worked on, or games, sorry, that I've worked on, which never actually got completely finished, whether it's for like a gameplay reason or something else. But yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.